is something to be learned from a rainstorm. When meeting with a sudden shower, you try not to get wet and run quickly along the road. By doing such things as passing under the eaves of houses, you still get wet. When you're resolved from the beginning, you will not be perplexed, that you will still get the same soaking. This understanding extends to all things.
Morning, Caesar. See? Huh? Did? Not a YouTube alert? Not a Discord?
Y'all want to see a dead body?
What's happening?
You just have to hang out with me for a little bit until everybody shows up. How about that?
All day, all night.
All day, all night.
You feel my heat. Feel my heat.
I think we should repeat
I think
that.
we should repeat that again.
Feel my heat.
Feel my heat. Feel my heat. Yeah, it's definitely cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Morning, officers. What y'all, the second team?
We're the first team.
It's audio.
We're not gonna fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
when you're lost, yeah, I'm probably playing
Look,
flips.
man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
I'm always lost.
Yeah.
Been any side effects?
Yes, sir. A few side effects.
Well, that's okay. As long as there's no flipper babies, right, Don?
Wait a second. A man has the right to change his name to whatever he wants to change it to. And if a man wants to be called Muhammad Ali, God damn it, this is a free country. You should respect his wishes and call the man Muhammad Ali.
Gonna be the little buff boy's one and only Body Judd.
All right. I guess I'm just doing a show for two people.
Heard a little cry there.
I bet nobody got the earlier. Oh well.
Oh yeah, that was
That'll slick back real nice.
Oh yeah, Meredith, you never told me
All right,
your old
more people
grandpa
coming in.
used
All right,
to
here
be
we
a
go.
huge piece
Slow,
of shit.
slow trip. It usually takes about 5 minutes.
I
But
said
this
he
is 6
used
minutes.
to be a piece of shit. He's not anymore. I'm not anymore.
Look at this. Got my new baby picture. Look at him. Looks just like me, right? It's got my eyes. People aren't ready. People aren't ready for the humor, man. People aren't ready. They hand me the picture at the OBGYN. They hand me the picture. They're like, "Oh, yeah, you're the proud papa." It's like, I don't know if I'm proud, but I'm the papa. They hand me the picture and they're like, "Oh yeah." So I don't know. What did she make some kind of joke about the?
Yeah, she was like, "Does it look like a good photo to you?"
Yeah, and I mean, it's this. I mean, come on, man. It's just like all this is like what you would give someone, like if you're holding someone ransom. You're like, I want to see proof of life. I want to see proof. All right, we'll give you proof of life. Nothing else. I can't talk to him. No. Proof of life. That's all you got. Proof of life. Okay. So yeah, she handed me the picture. She was like, "Oh, nice picture, huh?" She thought she was the funny one, and it's like, no, dude, I'm the one who makes the jokes. Leave that shit to me. I can't see his eye color. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and the crowd goes crazy. It was awesome.
That was so funny.
Yeah, they loved it. It got a couple claps.
Yeah.
It got a couple claps. Got a couple laughs. Nothing big. Have to get it over the top. Giggles and Bits. Hey, I remember that name. That's old school. Redeem Proof of Life. Redeem Proof of Life. That's funny. Give me back my wife. Who is that? Harrison Ford? Stop. Harrison Ford, stop. You did all the acting you ever need to do. Why does Harrison Ford continue to make more movies? And it doesn't look like something he likes to do. Harrison Ford doesn't look like, he makes Nick Nolte seem like he has enthusiasm for acting. Harrison Ford is just like, Yeah, I don't think he's having a good time doing it. I don't think he needs the money. No one is asking for him. Nobody's saying oh, you know what this movie needs? Fucking Harrison Ford. Yeah, Harrison Ford. You know how the way he kind of stammers through his lines and, just doesn't make eye contact or look at the camera at all? That's what I want in this movie. I'm just over Harrison Ford. Didn't they make another Indiana Jones the other day? Anybody see that shit? Did anybody see the one before that? It's no, after Last Crusade. And that's the thing, is when you put last in the title of a movie and it's the third in a trilogy, you pretty much wrapped it up in a bow and you're pretty much telling the audience, we're not coming back to this at all. Last Crusade. Last, you know. And so they came out with the one with Shia LaBeouf. Nobody went to saw that one. The Crystal Skulls. Everybody says it was the most god-awful movie ever. And they were like, okay, well, let's follow it up with a fifth one, right? Because, that's what all sequels need, is a fifth installment after you didn't see the fourth one. So to me, the Indiana Jones franchise concluded The Last Crusade. Sean Connery, Harrison Ford, knocked it out the ballpark. It was filmed in Petra, Jordan. Those cliffside.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. They filmed it there. It was where the Holy Grail was, or whatever. You know, they took a lot of lore, biblical lore, but they used a lot of current shit to make it cool. It was a good movie.
I heard that it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't complaining about Harrison Ford back then. I didn't have a problem with Harrison Ford. I wasn't like, no, Harrison Ford, go away. You know, and then it started kind of, you know, age started creeping in, and I think he just started kind of, I don't need this shit. You know, and then it started putting out movies where he's like, give me back my wife. And then, it all started going downhill when he played Regarding Henry. He played this character called Regarding Henry, and he, I think he's a politician who gets shot. And he gets shot, and it kind of puts him in a coma, and he comes out of the coma, and he's kind of like a Downey, you know?
Oh.
Yeah. And he kind of goes, before Hollywood had the rule of going full restart, he went full restart in the role. And he was just like, you know? And like Harrison Ford, he already got a little Downey in him, you know? And so when you have Harrison Ford playing like, you know, like a full-blown Downey,
For sure.
then it was just like, he was like, I like ducks. I want to feed the ducks today. And everybody's like, oh, it's okay, Henry. Oh, and he's like, oh, hey, pet my head. Chewy. And it all started, the career started going down after that. I think he knew it. He was like, man, I went full restart. And nobody told me the rule, and now everybody's laughing at me. And so, yeah, Harrison Ford just stopped. I don't even know where that thought came from.
You know, my first Harrison Ford movie that I remember him in and that really impacted me and made me love him was Air Force One.
Air Force One, yeah.
Air Force One. I love him in Air Force One.
That was a cool movie.
That was a great movie.
That was a cool movie.
Yeah.
And that was Steven Seagal's in that movie.
I don't remember.
Okay. So it was one of Steven Seagal's, because it was Kurt Russell, right? Was the hero in that. It was Kurt Russell, I think, was in that.
He's
Air
the
Force.
president?
Oh, no, yeah. He's the president. Oh, and he saves himself.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that movie, I think they said, and let me know if Brian Joel's here, he'll correct me on this, but it was Steven Seagal's. Steven Seagal was in Air Force One, right? I'm pretty sure it was Steven Seagal, and it was like his shortest role ever.
No shit.
Yeah, because he's like, I'm pretty sure it was Steven Seagal. And I'm pretty sure he shows up on Air Force One, and he's like, look, this is how shit's gonna go. I'm the bad motherfucker here, and I'm gonna come in here, and I'm gonna fucking do this shit. And then it's like, and then he's like, and then he gets like sucked out of the fucking plane like immediately. And it's like 10 minutes in the movie, and everybody's expecting like a Steven Seagal action movie. You're like, oh yeah, Steven Seagal's here. It's all good. He's gonna kick everybody's ass. Oh shit! Wait. Wait. Where'd Steven go? Wait. No. I know I make fun of you. I know I make fun of you, Steven. Steven! He's hanging on the wing. And then he'll show up later. And then you find out he's just fucking gone. Or maybe or is it Kurt Russell? Is Kurt Russell in that? I keep thinking Kurt Russell, but someone shows up in the beginning of Air Force One, and they literally just fucking make an entrance, and you're like, yes! Oh, shit. I forget who it is. It's either Steven Seagal or Kurt Russell. It's one of those fuckers. I don't know how I get them. I don't know how I got them confused. I was going to do... so we got... What the game starts at like 5:15, 5:25? 5:15. Okay, so we got like an hour. I could do an hour of show. How about that? Not like anybody cares. I get 2 fucking viewers. What happened? I was doing so good.
Oh, I shut off my...
Yeah, don't shut off yours, man. I need all those viewers. That's sad. One of the 2 viewers is me. That's not right. Kate Blanchett was hot in Crystal Skull.
Kate Blanchett was always hot. I've always found her attractive.
Okay. I didn't.
Ragnarok.
that it started. Okay, this is what I don't get is like Kate Blanchett. First of all, like I feel like she like came out of nowhere because she was like already. I feel like the first time I ever saw Kate Blanchett in anything, she was already kind of middle-aged.
For sure.
And she was already fucking well seasoned as an actor.
Yeah.
Like she just stepped on the scene and like, it's not like someone who you see like LeBron James with a high school career, you know, and then they go through the college ranks and they get drafted, you know. It's not like the average actor where you're like, oh yeah, I saw they used to be on that one show and then they got on that movie and then they you know.
They grew.
Yeah, it was just like Kate Blanchett just stepped into the scene and was just like her rookie year. She was like a 35-year-old rookie who fucking had all the skills. And you're like, where did you fucking come from?
I'm surprised you don't know her history.
I mean, for me, the first time I ever really saw her was in the early to mid 2000s. She just started showing up in movies, and they were like really good heralded movies, and like independent films where she was like just carrying the movie. And the first time I really remember seeing her, knowing of her, was she was in a Bob Dylan movie where she played Bob Dylan.
Oh.
Yeah. And in this movie about Bob Dylan's life, all these different actors portray Bob Dylan. And in one of the scenes, she plays Bob Dylan. And she's sitting at a table fucking smoking a cigarette, talking shit about the government. And I was like, who is this fucking lady? I wasn't attracted to her. She was very, very masculine in that movie. You know, she was trying to become Bob Dylan. But I kept my eye on her throughout the years. And I'd see her in things. And I was like, oh, yeah, she's a good actress, a good actor, you know. Kind of masculine looking. Wasn't really fitting the bill for me, you know, in terms of, you know, I wasn't bringing the sword out of the sheath. And then Thor Ragnarok.
The body, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember seeing her body before.
No.
And her body was on display in Ragnarok.
Right.
And I was like, Jesus Christ, like, she's been very masculine, but I've always been drawn to her. Like, I don't know what I've seen her in. I just know that I've always known her and I've always been drawn to her. But Ragnarok, man, that body was fucking
the body.
banging.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I didn't have to really look at the face too much because she got a mask on, you know, so. No, but I never noticed her very unique facial features and stuff until, unfortunately, you know, I noticed the body, and then I finally like started looking up, and I was like, oh, there's a human there. No, but I find her now, nearly 17 years after I first heard of her, more attractive to me. Yeah. Like I look at her now and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the good-looking woman right there. You know,
she's a woman that's gotten better with age.
Definitely gotten better with age.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean, she's significantly up there in age now. I mean,
yeah. How old do you think she is?
I want to say 50, 53. You know, 50 something like that. You know, like 20 years older than me or something. You know. Old. Speaking of which, guess who's gonna be old tomorrow? Guess who's gonna be? How old am I gonna be? I'm finally 30 years old tomorrow. No more 20s. Say goodbye to the 20s. There's no more excuses. You know, after tomorrow, everybody's gonna be like, "Hey, you're an adult now.
That's great. You hit 30 right when there's a baby coming."
Yeah, right? Yeah. 30-year-old dad. I don't know. I get freaked out when we talk about being the old dad. Cuz like I don't feel old. I don't necessarily look old, but like today, I was in the mirror and I was combing out my beard, brushing my beard, and then after I was done brushing my beard, like it was just like bink, 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 and all these little gray hairs were just like muscling through the forest, and I was like fucking A. And so I grabbed the little tweezers and I like get rid of one and get rid of another, and you know, and I'm like, okay, you know, there's a little salt in the pepper, it's okay, there's a little salt mixed in there. And then like, you know, after I pulled out probably like 6 of them, big wiry ones, right? And then what?
You can't just trim it.
Oh, don't worry, because afterwards I was like, okay, got 6 big ones that were sticking out, went like that, and it was like, bink, 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 and then the other ones broke through. It was like it was like the White Walkers in Game of Thrones. They were just like fucking multiplying and coming out of this forest, and there was nothing to do. So I'm like, god damn it. I'm at the age where I'm like fulfilling all the jokes that I heard growing up in the 90s when I would watch stand up, and all these middle-aged dudes would be like making jokes about their body hair and gray hair, and I was a kid and I'm like, that's funny, old man. You know, it's just never gonna happen to me. And now I'm the joke. Now, like, I'll leave the bathroom area and there will be hair in places, like on the sink, sometimes on the floor, maybe in the tub, maybe around the toilet area. I used to know exactly where their hairs were from. I used to be able to say like, oh, don't touch those hairs. Those are scary hairs. Those are bad hairs. Don't touch those with your hand. Oh, those are clean hairs. I could just wipe. Now, all the errant hairs around my bathroom, they all look like they came from the same place. And I'm scared. I don't know what to do. Okay? I'm scared and I don't know what to do. And nobody prepared me for this. Nobody prepared me for this, okay?
Your parents don't have grays yet, do they?
My dad has a little bit of gray.
But not much. Like, not enough that I remember seeing.
No, and I know he's not dying or plucking like me. Yeah. He's not vain like me, you know. Yeah. But he has a little bit of gray, like on the side, like he was like a mobster, you know, with the little hey, you talk to that guy. I told you to talk to that guy over there, you know, right there, yeah. Yeah, he has a little bit of gray, so I know that my head is gonna stay dark for a while. Yeah. But it's this shit, you know, and I'm not afraid of showing the signs of age, but if I can avoid it, like right now, like you can't really see it. The beard's pretty dark, but sometimes I'll be like getting ready, I'll be brushing my teeth, and then like there'll be like one gray hair right here, and it's just like protruding, and it's like if there were multiple gray hairs, I wouldn't trip, but because there's one, then I trip and I pluck it. Now, once I wake up in the morning, one day I'll wake up and it'll just be unpluckable. It'll be like I can't. There's nowhere to start or finish. I'm fucking done, and I can't wait for those days. But until then, with the one errant one, sometimes I'll get one right here in my soul patch. I've seen that one. One hair, yes. One gray hair, and it's like, well, fucking, I can't just have that one. It throws off the symmetry, you know. You know. Is that why you're so attractive? Because you have a symmetrical face? I'm very attractive because I have a symmetrical face. Yeah. I've molded my face. I've tried to look like an anime character over the years. So. Can't wait to. You will finally be my age. Yeah, tomorrow. 46 years old, buddy. 46. Yeah, somebody told me, I forgot who told me the other day, they were like, hey, a couple more years, you'll be eligible for AARP. I was like, Don't say it with enthusiasm in your voice. Don't say it like that. Don't say it like you're happy for me. Lower your eyebrows when you tell me that news, all right? Wear all black, okay? If you're going to tell me that kind of news, that I have 4 years until AARP, you need to be wearing all black, like a black dress, like a Italian woman at a funeral with a black umbrella, and then look up at me and say, you have 4 more years until AARP, and fucking curse me with that shit. Because I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I do feel it. I feel it sometimes. I feel it in stupid ways. Like when I get off the couch and I'm like, like that's when I feel old. Because young people don't make any noise when they get off the couch. Young people don't make any noise when they get into a car, get out of the car, get in the couch, get out of the couch, out of bed, all that shit. I make noise when I roll over on my side. When I roll from my back onto my side, I go, There's a series of noises of like the motion of moving is like a grunt, like because it takes so much power.
It takes power because you're so comfortable too. You know, you're uncomfortable, but you don't.
I'm not comfortable though. I'm not comfortable. I'm lying there in pain. I'm like, oh God, I'm so uncomfortable. I need to lay on my side to relieve the pain. The pain of what? The pain of what? Of lying there? The pain of my bones and organs resting against each other is just too much meat on my body and it's choking myself. That's what I feel. I feel like I'm just carrying around years of weight and my body is just like, dude, we're done, man. Can you like dislodge or like is this can this be like a shuttle going to space? Can you like drop something off? Like just drop some flotsam off and then we can like go maybe like 50 more years with like less weight and parts. Like can we just drop my tail? Like if I had a tail, I would just like lose it right now and be like, oh, it felt so good. The Joe Namath Medicare commercial hits different now, right? Exactly. When I see him and I'm like, oh my God. Like I used to make, like a couple of years ago, I was making fun of this guy. I was like, man, Joe really went downhill. Oh man, Joe's old now. Yeah, Johnny's old. West, wait until you get gray hairs. I mean, I've never had a gray hair on top of my head. Knock on wood.
I put 3 this morning.
Knock on wood. Never had a gray hair in my head, and I can safely say, I don't think I saw my dad have a gray hair in his head until he was well into his 50s. Well into his 50s. Okay. And even now, his hair is like really, fucking jet black with a few. But
yeah, it's very nice hair.
Yeah. So I'm lucky there.
Yeah.
Asked if I could keep my hair long enough for it to gray. Like, I'd love for my hair to go gray. Fuck yeah, if I could keep it. Fuck yeah, go gray, pink. I don't give a fuck what color you want to go, man.
You gonna do that thing that Frankie Muniz says?
Oh, nah. Nah, because I don't want to show up one day with extra hair.
Oh,
you know? I don't want to, like, show up at an event and like, people compare the pictures and be like, wait a minute, motherfucker. Your hairline went down an inch, bro. You should check that out, okay? If you didn't go to a doctor to get that, you should go check that out by a doctor because you're not supposed to do that. Roll over and hear popping noises. Yeah, I hate that shit. I hate the fact that like I can put my ankle out and roll it and it'll crack every time I roll it around. And I don't know if I should be doing that or not. I'm like, what if it's just a couple more cracks? You know, what if I gotta get all the cracks out? Or what if every time I do that, it's bone grinding on bone and I'm making sure that I'm gonna limp when I'm like 75. So like, I don't know. There's certain things. It's scary. It's scary. And I'm on the cusp of that tomorrow. My girlfriend was asking me, you know, are you your birthday's tomorrow. Are you excited? Are you happy? And I'm like, no. Because it's just another year that I know I'm growing older. It's another year. And every time I have a birthday, it reminds me of not like other people are like, oh, I should have been married. I should have had kids. I should have had a house. I don't feel that way. Not me. I just feel like every time I grow another year older, I'm like, I'm not getting any fucking older. Like, when is it going to kick in when the childish shit doesn't matter to me anymore? When am I going to care? You know, we watch the news all the time. We hear about the government and politics, and people are always having these conversations. And I'm like, yeah, Republican, Democrat, fuck them. And I'm like, I just want to talk about fucking video games or movies or comic book or Marvel or food or Taco Bell, you know, and like all the people my age, like they're so adult and they're so grown up and I don't know where to fit in. It's like when you're me, you go to a party, I'll go to a party and I'll start mingling and I'll say, all right, you know, let's go talk to the older folks, you know, maybe it's a work party. You go talk to the bosses, you know. You go talk to your boss. They're maybe a little bit older than you, maybe your age, a little bit older. You go talk to them, you know. They're fucking talking about wine, you know, what kind of wine they drink, and you know they're sniffing it and they're drinking slowly drinking and sipping, and they're talking about things like mortgages. I don't even know what it is, you know. And they're talking about, you know, escrows and mortgages, and they're talking about markets and things. You know, I do the stock market, but I don't know what the fuck these guys are talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. Equities, bonds, and year over years and things like that. And they're just so into it, you know, and it's I'm waiting for the edge, man. Where's the edge? Okay, yeah, hey, all right, yeah, we talked about square shit for a minute now. All right, like, let's get into the edge. You guys are doing cocaine or what, man? Like, you guys are a bunch of rich motherfuckers, huh? It was a blow? You guys partying? No? All right, move on to the next group, and I'll go on to the next group. You know, we'll go. All right, we'll talk to the peers, the people I work with. You know, talk to the peers. Hey guys, all right, yeah. Now we're talking. These motherfuckers are drinking. You know, these motherfuckers drinking beer. I'll have a beer with you guys. Yeah, just have a beer. And you start talking with them, and they're just fucking complaining, man. They're complaining about the other people they work with. You know, you sitting there drinking with them, and a person walks out of the group, and they're like, "Yeah, motherfucker sucks, dude. Man, I hate working with that asshole. Oh, here he comes. You know, and you're like, what? Wait, shit, man, I'm never gonna leave. Like, I got on the bathroom so bad right now, but I'm never gonna leave because I know you guys are gonna talk shit about me. They just talk shit about their fucking significant others. They talk shit about their kids. They talk shit about politics, and I sit in this group of people, and I'm like, what the fuck do you guys like? What do you guys like, man? And so I'm like, well, fuck this group, man. I'm gonna find another group, you know? You look around, then I always end up by talking to the kids, you know? It'll be the kids of the people who I work with, or maybe like the younger people who I was working with, or whatever kind of function this is. You know, but they're a generation younger than you. You're the OG now. You start talking to them. And you're like, oh shit, these motherfuckers are really drinking over here. Yeah, me too, beers. Fuck yeah. Oh, I'll smoke that shit. Yeah, all right. You know, and then you start realizing, wow, these motherfuckers are talking about like cool ass shit. They're talking about music, going out to live events, ditching work, fucking, you know, having sex, doing drugs, and you're like, wow, all right, I should have been out here on the porch the whole time kicking it with y'all. But here's the thing, they don't want to kick it with you. They don't want to kick it with you. They're holding back and they're waiting for you to leave, you know, or they're like, all right, yeah. Actually, we're just gonna like probably go and take off. And you're like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, you guys are taking, all right, yeah, all right. Where you guys are, all right, cool, yeah. They don't want to kick it with you because you're the older, but I want to kick it with them because I like your guys' style, and so that's where I'm at in life. Until I'm not going a generation down. When I hang out, I feel like I should be able to hang out with people of my group and older, but I just can't. I don't know what it is. And
too positive.
I think, okay, you're calling it positivity, and I have been like hanging over my head with, you're just immature, man. Grow up.
No, I've been reading articles. There's been more and more articles that I've been reading lately that the older generations and our generation is so focused on the things that we don't have and the bad things going on in the world. Like, you watch news and it's actually a depressant. So you should focus on the positive things and focus on trying to find positivity, and that's where you'll actually have a better more longevity in your life, and you'll surround yourself with more positive people.
I mean, I know for me, it's a force. Like, I'm forcing myself to try to grow older. I'm forcing myself to try to mingle with people who are outside of my taste buds, and it's never worked for me. You know, anytime I have cracked, you know, into that kind of that echelon of society, I was never happy because I couldn't be myself. You know, once you're there and you're sitting there talking about brandy and chess, you can't just go outside and smoke a blunt and come right back and carry on that conversation. Everybody's going to be like, oh my God, what's that smell? Something smells like a skunk. And then you're sitting there at the party, you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, your eyes are really red. Oh, it was you. Oh, man, we thought you were smart. You had you were great at chess. You had such an intellectual conversation, but you went and smoked weed. You ruined it. You're ruining our eyes, man. Don't you know? Man. And so
Oh, go ahead.
And so it just always sucked my whole life because I always felt like there were things that I had in common with the people older than me. I would love to have an intellectual conversation. I would love to talk about history and world history and their thoughts of where were you here? Where were you then? Where were you then? Holy shit, you know? I would love to have conversations with my peers, the people who are my age, and we should be going through the same things, you know, and most of the time we are, but I think it's the focus. It's where you're going to focus. And sometimes people, especially my age, they focus on things like, you know, reality TV and social media almost as an escape of their lives. And it's like, nah, man, let's not escape our lives. Our lives are fucking great. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's stay here in these lives and let's figure them out. You know, let's figure it out together. And I think there's a lot of escapism in my peer group. And then the ones below me, you know, the younger kids, they don't give a shit, you know? Whereas I, as an older person, I would love for someone younger than me or younger generation than me, ask me some questions. Start asking me some questions about, like, where was I when 9/11, the Berlin Wall, what were my thoughts on Bill Clinton or George Clinton?
The Bay of Pigs.
Bay of Pigs, yeah. It was 1953, but it's okay.
Oh, well, no, what's
Yeah.
the one that happened that I just asked you about that weird, something with Castro?
Well, Castro was pretty much a non-factor most of my life.
Oh.
Yeah, he was just kind of old at that point, but
Cuban Missile Crisis?
yeah, 1950s.
Oh.
JFK, yeah.
I'm just forgetting.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter was.
Well, are you excited with having a kid that this might pull us into, like, groups, parenting groups, and we'll be with the younger generation?
No, I don't want anything to do with any parenting groups, man. Like,
I mean, we don't have to.
here's the thing.
What?
People younger than us, like younger than our age group,
Okay.
there's a lot of, you know, my age group escapism. You know, they don't really want to concentrate on what's going on, and so they use social media and reality TV and things to escape instead of, you know, politics. I don't want to talk about politics. You know, like a lot of that in this age group where it's just like, oh no, and it's like, okay, well that's fucking smart. Older than me, there's a lot of like, nope, already made up my mind, nope. And younger, it's a lot of, I don't give a fuck, I don't know. But at least younger generation is more susceptible to listening and having an open mind. It just depends. You know me, like I'm real quick with like meeting people and being like, nope.
You're very quick, and you're always spot on with the people that we meet.
It's I'm judgmental.
Gulping down some pig dicks with these bags of meat.
Observatory. You're very observant.
Yeah.
You're very observant, and you're quick to determine somebody's characteristics.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, for the most part, I'm right. But I've been known to be judgmental. I've made snap decisions on people before, and turned out later on I was like, I was wrong about you.
But you fess up to it, right?
Maybe.
You wouldn't?
Maybe, unless I was like outwardly fucked up to them, and I have to apologize. Like, hey man, you know that first time we met, my bad. You know, there's been a couple of those. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I was even. I did that to like one of my sister's exes once. I was like, hey man, you know, no hard feelings, right? No hard feelings. You cool? All right, here you go. You know. I don't worry about memory loss. I don't worry, and I. See, I know we were looking at all, like, I know what you were thinking today when she was talking about all the things that could happen
I was.
if you have any marijuana while you're pregnant, because it'd be nice to take the edge off. It would be nice.
It would be
you know.
nice.
And I know you were looking at all those options. You were like, lower IQ. I don't really think that's gonna be a problem here. You're like, okay, so the kid's gonna grow up. The kid's gonna grow up, and it might have a lower IQ, and it might have bad memory. For some reason, I don't think that's gonna be a problem with this kid. And I was sitting there like, no. That doesn't mean yes.
No, you know what kicked me was when it said that they're more susceptible to depression.
Depression, yeah.
And I was like, fuck.
With
I'm
me and you,
susceptible to
yeah, we don't
depression.
need that.
I don't, no.
Yeah.
No.
The kid's gonna fucking.
That was my hard limit. The IQ, I was like, oh shit, my boyfriend's IQ is off the charts. I don't need to worry about that. Oh shit, his memory's off the charts.
Yeah.
I don't need to worry
No,
about
but
that.
with the depression in our family and your family,
sure.
we don't need the kid coming out looking like a fucking member of My Chemical Romance and shit.
An emo baby.
Total emo baby with his fucking hair swooped to the side already.
Eyeliner on.
You know, I could already see it. So, I can hook you up with the doctor that replaced the discs in my neck. I'm so happy Westside can still remember things during his twilight years. Yeah, I can remember things during my twilight years. I can remember that I was Team Jacob all the way.
Oh my goodness.
All right. You want to talk about them twilight years? All right. Team Jacob, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Team Jacob. No, I remember my twilight years very well. Let's see. It's a Gen Z trait. Extra strength Asper cream on sale during Walmart senior hours. I'll do you a step worse, Nufo. I'll do you a step worse. I got the Voltaren. I got the Voltaren, the orange and silver tube Voltaren arthritis cream for my hands. I'm dead serious. My hands be killing me. West and Lamaze class should be great, right? Because all I know about Lamaze class is what stand-up comedians told me in the 80s, which is like, it's like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And so I know I'm going to be laughing my ass off, and I know I'm going to be cracking this one up. I already know West is better parent than the people who live like 7 houses down from the street. I find their unsupervised toddlers playing in my yard. Yeah, see, I'm not a big on unsupervised toddlers. I don't like no unsupervised toddling around this motherfucker. All right. I mean, honestly, my kid is like, I hate to say this, but my kid's gonna be sheltered as fuck for like the first 2 years of his life. I don't even think the kid's gonna know where his legs are because I'm never gonna put him down. I'm just gonna be, the kid's just gonna be the baton in a long relay marathon where you're just like, here, hand him off to somebody else. All right, I'm gonna go fucking take a shower. All right, I'm done. Pass him back. All right. Everybody's making all these plans for like laying them down other places. They're like, oh, we got to get him a crib. We got to get him a pack and play. We got to get him a little swing and a bouncer. I'm like, you really? I'm not putting this fucker down. When am I putting this fucker down? Except when I'm going to take a shit, you know?
Okay, it'll need a spot for when we're feeding it. Not breastfeeding, but when it's eating like rice cereal and shit like that. No. The food goes everywhere. No, I'm putting a hard limit on that. I am not holding the baby. No, I made that mistake once. I'm not doing it again. I'll let you do it. You can do it, baby.
No, he does need a chair, an eating chair. Yeah.
Yeah, I put a row with me one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not too, like, the first couple of years, I'm not gonna put the kid outside. I'm not gonna like. My biggest pet peeve ever with parents, my biggest pet peeve ever with parents, is a parent will go to a public place, and they will just put their kid on the floor, and let their kid be on the floor, where hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people have been walking around with God knows what on the bottom of their shoes. There could be glass, fecal material, vomit, fecal material, vomit, glass, and people put their kids on the fucking ground, and the kid's sitting there like with his hands on the fucking ground walking around, and then he's like, boo, 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 and I'm sitting there, you know, like I'd be working in a restaurant, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, like there was like 1 hour ago, there was a fucking homeless dude sitting right there in that spot that I had to kick out. and like move all his baggage, your kid's like just picking up all of that. And so I'm not going to be one of those parents who like, I'm going to be very conscious of where my kids' hands are in relation to when the hands are going in their mouth. Because I know one thing I can't do. I can't stop the kid from putting his hands in his mouth. At a certain point, at a certain age, you can't shame them. They don't get what shame is, you know? And when the kid's 2 and he puts his hand in his mouth, I'll be like, get your fucking hand out of your mouth, boy. Hey, boy, get your goddamn hand out your motherfucking mouth. And he'll be like, oh, you know? Like, yeah, and then I'll make him feel dumb. I'll be like, hey, look at me. That's what you look like right now. Yeah, hey, I'm gonna do my impression of you. That's you. And he'll be like, fuck, dude. I have popcorn kernel on my tongue, dude. Fucking ass. I'll be like, all right, my bad. But I'm gonna use the shaming method. But you can't shame a kid who's like 2 weeks old. They don't get it yet, you know? They don't get it yet. They don't know shame.
No, they have, you know, for when they're teething and shit, I found a teether that goes, it's silicone and a strap goes over 2 knuckles so it can't fall out of their hand. Like all the other teethers, kids always fucking throw and shit like this. And this one, the kid, he tries to throw it, he can't fucking get rid of it.
Cool.
Boom, right there.
I'm gonna put it on his right arm. And then he's gonna fucking try to get it off. And then I'm gonna replace it with a baseball.
There you go.
And he's gonna be like, he's gonna be like rookie of the year. All right, 7 viewers. All right, yeah, let's get this party started. Right? God damn it. Let's have a beer. All right.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Nicotine-free vape, by the way. Kick the fucking habit. What is that behind me? Oh, I thought it was somebody with a full-on red head. It was a hat. I kicked the habit. We kicked the habit. Well, I mean, she kicked the habit before me. But I would keep the vape pen around, you know, and then you know, this one. This one over here is fucking starts to try to fucking sneak the shit all the time. Where's my vape pen? Where's my vape? Oh, sorry. It's in my purse. Okay. Enough. All right. Look, obviously we can't handle having these around the house. Okay. I didn't think it would have to come to this. But it looks like I'm going to have to quit too. I mean, come on. Really? Both of us have to quit something? Both of us? You can't just quit it and at least like half of us can enjoy it? No. So
I tried so hard, babe. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, but you got so far. But in the end, it didn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my trust in you. Pushed as far as I could go. And for all this, there's only one thing you should know. I put my trust in you. Pushed as far as I could go. Beer me! So yeah, when you see me hitting this now, know that I am not hitting a nicotine vape anymore. I am now hitting a fucking. It's basically like the same thing if like if I had a Lickamade or something, like a piece of candy, like it's just something to do. 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 There's something to do with my hands because I was so used to having the ease of having a hit of nicotine. Oh wow. Oh that soothing nicotine. Let it wash all over your body. Oh yeah. Let me. Woo! Let it rush on through me. Yeah, let me feel it in my soul, warm right here, in the warmth, and it leaves and it goes all through my body. I was explaining what nicotine does. Oh. Yeah. It feels really fucking good. And you don't even know how good it is when you're experiencing it, okay? When you're experiencing it, you don't know how good it is, except like the first time you do it. The first time you do it, you're gonna be like, whoa, shit, oh my God, that's nicotine? It's fucking crazy, whoa. And then the next time you do it, you're gonna be like, does this thing work?
Would you get the rush in the morning?
In the morning.
In the morning.
My favorite hit. Oh man, I could feel it. I could feel it.
So relaxing.
My first hit of the day. I would rush in the morning so I could enjoy it more. Literally, when I would get up at 5:30 in the morning, I'd wake up at 5:25 so I could have an extra 5 minutes to appreciate that first hit of nicotine. I'd get ready in the morning and I'd go and I'd look at the clock and I'd be like, oh, I have 10 minutes before I have to leave for work. And I go lay down in bed and I take my vape pen and I'll take a nice big hit of it and I'll just lay there like a fucking heroin addict. Like a heroin addict who just put their junk in their fucking arms and put on some like Miles Davis or some John Coltrane. I just sit there and wake up, fucking orgasm all over myself, just filthy. 8 minutes later, run off to work. Nah. I won't do that. Yeah, I used to wake up earlier just to experience that. And then now I wake up in the morning and I hit this thing and I'm like, yeah, time to go to fucking work. Yep. Yeah, we can go in early today. Yeah, it don't matter. I'll get in there for a couple minutes early. Maybe I'll fucking have a couple fucking 5 more shots of fucking espresso. I feel it now. I feel it. I get it. Like, I used to make fun of people who quit smoking. I used to make fun of them. Yeah, you quit smoking. You know how I quit smoking? I put the fucking pack down. That's how I quit smoking. Because that's literally how I quit smoking. When I was smoking cigarettes, my body was so sick of cigarettes. My mind, my soul, I was sick of the smell. I was sick of paying for it. So by the time I quit smoking cigarettes, I could literally put the pack down and I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. And I never went back to them. I think I even threw away cigarettes. Like I had a pack of cigarettes lying there and I would like hit them every now and then. I was so sick of them at a certain point, I threw them away. It ain't the same with these little fucking vape pens. Cause like, yeah, this is much harder to quit than cigarettes because the cigarette was nasty. Yeah. Like whenever I would hit a cigarette, I was like, I smelled. I felt like shit. It would give me a head rush so much that I would get like sick to my stomach. I like really didn't like smoking cigarettes. And so when it was over, it was over. But this, sometimes I just like that yummy, fruity buzz.
It makes me rethink the judgment that I displaced when they were talking about how addictive it is for kids. Because I thought, no, it was hella easy to quit smoking, just like you. But quitting this as an adult is really hard. I can't imagine what it's like as a kid.
Yeah, it's got to be tough for the kids. Yeah, I get the regulations on all that. Yeah, I get it. And, like, my biggest dilemma nowadays is, will I forget how awesome it was by April? Because I'm hoping that by April, I forget how amazing these are and how much I love them. And then when the kid is born, I'm not going to think of it again. Yeah. But, like, as of right now, I can't wait until this fucking kid is born so I could go fucking vape again.
And alcohol.
Yeah, well, you don't drink anyway. You never drink. Brittany didn't have any vices except really the vape pen. You know, she would hit the other one, every now and then, and she'd have a drink every now and then, but she's not big on those kind of vices. She just, it was the nicotine vape. Yeah. I'm hoping that by the time the kid is born, I'll be over it. And I'll say, you know what? I've saved a lot of money. I've saved a lot of fucking years on my life. Like, let's just stay off of it. But yeah, if you ask me right now, I'm like, fuck no. I'm counting the fucking days, man. Yeah. Like, I will literally fucking have a plethora of them waiting like a fucking flight. I'll have the vape flight. Yeah. Okay. So we have a cranberry, lime, yeah. I'm gonna blend them. So, but yeah, I tried. We failed today, man. We failed. We had all these plans. I had 1,000,001 plans, and like, it was just one of those, like, do you ever plan a whole day full of shit, right? A whole day full of shit, but it's not like fun shit. It's like chore-y type of shit. But then one thing can go wrong in that. One aspect of your plan can go wrong, and you're like, okay, nope, we can't. Nope, no, if we can't do that one thing, then it really, like, why do the rest of them? Because then it's just like, then we're going to be doing a thing on this day, and then we'll be doing another thing on another day. Like, who does one thing on one day and another thing on another day? We need to do all the things in one day. Okay, you know what? Let's just no. I'm over it now. That's what happened to us. Like, we had a whole a plethora of things to do today, and as we left the house and we're leaving, I don't know if you felt it, but I pretty much knew it wasn't going to happen.
It was the vibe.
Yeah, right?
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
You weren't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. And I was like, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't say it to you, but I was like, if one fucking thing goes wrong, I'm bailing. I'm bailing all these plans.
You know what it was?
What?
I forgot my fucking sunglasses. As soon as I forgot my sunglasses,
you were done.
I was fucking done with the day. I didn't want to do shit. I didn't want to go to the doctor. I didn't want to do shit.
Sometimes it's small things. It's like, I forgot this one thing, and it's like, for me, it was getting into the car and there was no gas, and I was like, well, that's gonna take the whole fucking day. That's gonna take the whole fucking day.
I meant to fill it up so we didn't have to.
No,
worry
it was
about
perfect because it got me out of. Because by the time we got to the doctor's office, I was like, the one thing I know I want to do today is not on the list, and that's just get Dutch Brothers. I was like, now I know one thing that I want to do. I want to get Dutch Brothers, and then I didn't get the same thing I got last time. I tried something different.
Yeah, how was it?
Terrible.
Oh.
Yeah, I shouldn't have got it. It was dumb, but whatever.
Did you see they have a pumpkin drink? I saw that after we had ordered.
Yeah, that's the one I had last time.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was good.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was like whatever. And then afterwards, when we went to the pharmacy, I was like, this is one of those days where it's a get food and drive home situation, and we'll deal with all this other shit later, which is perfect. I didn't feel like shopping. I didn't feel like going into fucking Michael's and returning shit. I didn't even bring the camera, so We'll hook it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just one of those. It was just one of those days where it just wasn't going to happen. And as we're, luckily we have a gas station right outside of our house, like right out the street outside. So it's like really easy to get gas. If you're leaving or coming home, the gas station is right there. It's like the first thing you pass by. So it's like perfect. We can get the gas, take care of that. Then tomorrow when we try this whole fucking thing again, at least that will be taken care of. And that's when I saw it. And I asked you about this before too, and I'm going to ask everybody about this. What the fuck is the middle gas for? What's the middle?
Is that regular, premium, or unleaded?
It's plus.
Oh.
Regular, premium, unleaded. It's regular plus premium.
Oh, is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like, why? Why is that there? Like, and you know how I am with my mind. Like, I start looking into it. Like, yeah. Who, what? Unless you told me, oh yeah, the Lexus, it only takes the middle gas. You could only put the middle gas in here. I don't know any other reason why you would put the middle gas. Because no one strives for middle.
Yeah.
You either say, I'm fucking poor, bro. I'm fucking poor. I'm getting the bang for the buck. I'm getting the cheapest gas, I don't even look. Like, most people don't even look at the other prices. They're just like, what's the top price?
Yeah.
$4.99. That's how much gas is. Meanwhile, the dude driving a Bentley is like, what are you talking about? Gas is $5.79 right now. You're like, no, we don't look at those numbers, pal. We're not you. Like the guy driving a Bentley is even looking at that number. He's like, I don't even know how much gas is. $16 a gallon? I don't know. Fucking Gas Octane show with Brian. Yeah, you guys have a whole show explaining why we have the middle gas. Because I don't know who would ever go in and say, like, you know what? I'm gonna buy the middle gas for this car. Like, this car isn't good enough for the premium. But the cheapest gas, I'm not. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like the cheap shit. Like, I don't know anybody who would do that. You're either going all the way, or you're gonna just be like, fuck it, I'm broke, man. I'm broke. But that's how it is in life. Like, you're either poor or rich. You're either gonna fucking, like, man, I gotta fucking, I gotta have this YouTube channel, and I'm gonna take it to the next level, and I'm gonna write movies and write TV shows and get comedians, and we're gonna write sketch comedy. And I was never like, man, I gotta get this YouTube channel, and I gotta have like fucking 12 viewers. Woo! Like, coast, man, maybe make like $13-14 a year. It'll be fucking like, nobody wants that. Nobody wants the mediocrity. Nobody wants that in life. Nobody says like, oh man, I cannot wait until I like can move into like a middle, like lower middle class neighborhood sometime, maybe like outside of the suburb. Like, everybody I want the penthouse. And if I can't have that, I'll end up in the fucking ghetto. Like, that's it. Like, I want to be rich or bust. That's it. Like, I don't want it. It's regular or premium. There's nothing in the middle. And I just wonder how the gas, I get it. Like, there's a few times where middle's cool. Like, a drink. You're ordering a drink and it's like, I'll take a medium. Just because you never know how big the big is.
Right?
Like, I think that's,
small the small
you don't know how small the small is.
Yeah.
A lot of places don't even have a small. Like, I'll take the small. Oh, we only have medium. Okay, well, that's, your fucking version of a small. How about that? But I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, you want a large? Fuck no. How big's your large, bro? Is it 64 ounces? Okay, I don't want that. My cup holder won't even fit that. Give me the medium. Like, that's the time where it's cool to have the medium. Like, it's cool to be to have the median, the middle shit, But any other time, you're never like, oh, I'll take the middle one. Yeah, the middle one. Yeah. Where would you like to sit on this airplane? I don't know. Any middle seats? I'll take anything in the middle. Anything where I'm like in between two people. I like to be in between two people and like cozy. Like, nobody says that shit. Or poor, but your old clunking car won't run on cheap gas. Oh, okay. Okay, well.
What is your problem, man? Do you know how to fucking drive? No. What? No, I don't know how to fucking drive. I don't know what any of this shit is, and I'm fucking scared. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just like thinking in my head. All of a sudden, I was just like, when is the middle cool? When is the middle requested? How often do people say, nope, right in the fucking middle? I don't know. Independent voters, maybe? I guess that's Bernie Sanders. Tonight we got the Buffalo Bills versus the Bucks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know how that's going to shape out because I feel like the Bills have been hit or miss lately. I don't know. You can watch the Bills. First of all, it's a Thursday night game. Thursday night game pretty much have been trash. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you don't know. It could be a shootout. It could be Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans. Yeah, it could be it could be Stephon Diggs. So it could be one of those games, or it could be like another fucking defensive matchup. 3-0. All right, we're headed to the half. 3-0. You know, I was like, oh fuck, man, another one of these fucking Thursday night games, man. So go and enjoy that. I was gonna do a bad guy bracket, but we'll do that on Monday. We'll do a Halloween show on Monday or something, and we'll do a bracket with all the villains. I want to do a bracket with the villains, kind of like March Madness, and we're gonna figure out who the fucking greatest villain of all time is. Because I'm sick of debating. I'm sick of the debate. Okay, I'm sick of the debate. Everybody's like, Freddy's the best. Oh, Jason's the best. And then people are like, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. We're going to figure it out on Monday. All right? Who the fucking greatest is. All right? Freddie Jordan, Michael Jordan, Freddie Jordan, Freddie Jackson, Michael Jordan. All right. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I know the game's starting up, and we'll go watch that. So we'll do a Halloween show on Monday and a little bad guy bracket. Talk about the gas. The middle sucks. I just saw the movie Interstellar the other day. If you guys haven't seen it, you guys should go fucking check it out, man. Go check out Interstellar. I haven't watched it for like 8 years, and it's just fucking mind-blowing. Go watch it. We'll talk about it. It's free right now on Prime. Just Matthew McConaughey. Just amazing. Jessica Chastain's in it. Sure. Casey Affleck's in it. Yeah. That one annoying Topher Grace is in it, and he's actually not that annoying in it. He was like actually cool. He has hardly any lines. Good for him. Yeah. Good for him. The less lines, the better for Topher Grace. Sorry, Topher. Don't mean to throw shots at you, man. All right, guys. You have a great day. I'll see you on Monday. Don't forget to go outside, get that good sunshine on your skin, get that good air in your lungs. Call someone you haven't called in a while, and let's keep this positivity rolling day and night, 24/7. And I'll see you back here on Monday. How about that?
That was a piece of shit.
What used to be?
I said was.
Es ist, als ruhe eine schwarze
find some music real quick.
Die sich mit allen meinen verstärkenden und singenden des Nichts aufführt. Als ob Entönigkeit und Rockerei die einzige Höhepunkt auf meinen dunklen Lebenswegen gewesen wäre. Und davor habe ich Angst.
All right, see you later, everybody. You guys have a good day.
Sorry.
And we will be back here on Monday. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. Have a good time. Have a good time watching those games tonight.
When your name is presented on a document with the first letter of your first and last name capitalized, it represents capitis diminutia minima, which occurs when a man's family relations alone were changed. It's a minimal loss of rights. When your last name appears in capital letters, it represents capitis diminutia media, which occurs when a man loses his rights of citizenship but not his rights to liberty. This means you can be fined and penalized but not enslaved or imprisoned. But when when your entire name is capitalized on any document, it represents capitis diminutia maxima, which states that a man's condition changes from freedom to bondage. All rights of citizenship and family rights are surrendered. This means you can be fined, imprisoned, and enslaved in any amount for any duration at the whim of the state's suggestion.
This is the difference between the power of our Creator and anything else, particularly evil. That you can go into a pitch black room full of evil, full of darkness, and light a little candle, and instantly that darkness flees. But you can't do the opposite. You can't go into a well-lit room full of truth and wisdom and righteousness and joy and health and harmony with the universal power. And you can't take off any amount of darkness and go into that well-lit room and have any effect whatsoever.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.